J-105, Idaho's rock station. Good morning, Don.
Hi, Dylan. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Pretty excited to be talking to you this morning. I can't wait to hear your story. So this is Don Barnes, co-founder of 38 Special. It's his vocals on Hold On Loosely, Caught Up in You, Rockin' Into the Night. There was a period, though, 5 years where he left 38 Special and came out with a solo album called Ride the Storm. And then it's been on the shelf for the last 30 years. It is finally out. I can't wait to hear the story of how all that went down. But Don, would you mind setting up the title track, Ride the Storm? Tell us a little bit about why you wrote it.
Yeah, well, Ride the Storm is about basically my story, my foray into this solo project. I was kind of out there. I wanted to prove a lot. It was a long time ago, but it had the lyrics in it talk about fair weather friends are nowhere to be found. I'm going to take this alone. I'm going to do this, ride the storm. And it was a lot of influences from my big guitar days with all the greats, Clapton and Leslie West from Mountain and Bad Company, ZZ Top, all that stuff. So it's that approach there. So Ride the Storm just pretty much opens the record and tells my story.
Ooh, Leslie West. We probably don't play enough of that on J105. I'll have to add some more of that, and he's great.
Oh, my God. I play a Les Paul Jr. that he played in a ballpark when I was a kid, and he played a Les Paul Jr. with this big wall of amps behind him. One pickup, little tiny guitar, and I thought, he can make that thing scream. I want one of those guitars. So I still play it today, Les Paul Jr.
Okay, well, hold on one second, Don. We are going to listen to the title track of your solo album that was shelved for 30 years, but is finally now out, Ride the Storm, J105, Idaho's rock station. J-105, Idaho's rock station, original classic rock. Still holding on the phone with us is Don Barnes of 38 Special. You recognize his voice from Caught Up in You. We just listened to Ride the Storm, which is the title track from his new solo albums. There was a period of about 5 years where Don wasn't part of 38 Special, and he came out with the solo album. And then it was shelved for 30 years, and the album is absolutely amazing, Don. I had a chance to listen to it yesterday.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
This was made 30 years ago, finally being released. What happened?
It's a strange story, unique story. I tell you, the record company got sold out from under me right when it was going to be released, and I was cast out into no man's land for a long time, and trying to wrangle with the cover art's a bit of a metaphor as tied to a tornado, kind of wrangling with the unexpected twists and turns. And
I really do like that album art. That's amazing. And you'll be able to see this on our Facebook page, facebook.com/J105rocks. So that's what happened to you, because I wondered, I couldn't wait to hear this story.
Through the years, I'd been trying to buy the masters, and, I had a couple of people approach me about getting the masters and releasing it. But A&M or Universal, they didn't really care about any kind of deals, making deals. They were it's all the boring part of record biz. They've got just acquisitions and the holdings and everything. Anyway, we found out that they destroyed the masters. We did 3 different searches, and they actually had destroyed them all. They didn't want to be bothered with searches, and several other artists at A&M, they got their masters were destroyed also. Turns out I had the only existing copy in the world of this record, and as another side story to that, I couldn't find it because I was getting approached by Andrew from Melodic Rock Records, and he wanted to put a double CD out, the alternate mixes and bonus tracks and things, and I couldn't find this thing, and I ended up finding it in the bottom of my son's storage bin. He had stored some junk over my basement, and I all remember there was red ink on the package, and when I uncovered it all, I almost fainted. I actually saw this one copy existing. My son was pretty shook up about it when I told him about it. He said, "Wow, Dad, I didn't realize he had borrowed it just to enjoy hearing it, So he said, I didn't realize I had the only copy in the world." Yeah, but it was still intact. They took it, remastered it, and made it a great package. And you mentioned the artwork. That was an Italian artist, Nello Del Omo, and he was on board with that whole thing. And we just tweaked that art, made it what it was, and beautiful package. Inside booklet, nice pictures and everything. But double CD, 3 bonus tracks.
The album's out. They can finally purchase it after years and years of waiting. iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Spotify. It's everywhere.
There's no filler on this song. It was a fierce effort from a young man with a lot to prove back then. It's a bit of this missing piece of the puzzle of what happened with 38 Special. It was a real organic group in a studio that slammed it out. This is long before auto-tune, for American Idol, any of that stuff. So it's the real deal, the real professional guys. Top guys come in, and I've never, my belief in those songs never wavered all those years. I knew that they were relevant, and they just needed to get out to the public.
Man, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Great, Dylan. I appreciate you having me on.